Sup guys, I'm back and today I am bringing you another figure review. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Monsterarts Biollante Special Color version. So this monster comes from the movie Godzilla vs. Biollante. So before you watch this video, I recommend watching my review of this movie. Link will be in the description below. And also watch the movie for yourself because it is a really good movie. So before we get to the figure itself, let's take a look at this figure's box. And this box, guys, is freaking huge. It is very nice. So here's the front. It's got Monsterarts, Biollante special color version. The Tamashii sticker, Tamashii Nations Bandai. I don't know what that says. 2020 Godzilla Biollante. Side, you get Biollante special color version. Other side, you get a picture of the figure, well, a darker picture of the figure. The top, you get Biollante special color version. The back, you get some promo images of the figure. And on the bottom, you just get some legal stuff with a picture of the figure as well. So, now that we got the box out of the way, let's take a look at the figure herself. Alright guys, here we are with the figure itself. First, let's go over the sculpt and paint. The sculpt on this figure is very, very nicely done. It was sculpted by the person, I believe, that designed Biollante. So this figure, sculpt-wise, is about as accurate as you can get. So now let's go over the paint. The basic paint job for this figure is basically like a forest green, except for a few other places. The base right here is like a dirt color paint, which I thought was really, really nice. I thought that's a really, really nice touch to this figure. The vines are a darker color, which I don't mind. I think it looks nice. And there's a little QC issue, but that's not horrible. And speaking of QC issues, I was really worried that we were going to get major QC issues with this figure, especially for the amount of money that I paid to get this. But really, when it comes to teeth QC issues, the teeth are actually nice, very nicely painted. And the body itself is very nicely painted as well, except for one area. It's kind of hard to see, but if you look right here, it's hard to see. But this flap right here is a different color. Like, it doesn't flow very well with the rest of the body, but that's really not a big issue to complain about. I bet a lot of people are going to get this figure and say, oh, the neck piece is a different color. It's fine, guys. It's perfectly fine. And should we have this on a really high-priced figure? No, but it happens. And plus, you won't really be seeing it much if you pose Biollante's head down like this. So you really won't be seeing it all that much. So overall, the paint and sculpt in this figure, I think, is pretty darn good. Alright guys, now let's move on to this figure's articulation. So the head, the mouth can open and close. The head can look really high up, and there's this gap right here, but that's what this thing is for, so it can cover up the gap. So the head can look up, down, up, or that happens, but it's fixable. Get on, there we are. Look down, left, right, and this thing right here, it can actually lunge forward pretty nicely. But mind you, when you're doing this, do not try to lift Biollante's head up because you will break the figure. So, but I thought this is really cool. You know, they can lunge forward at a monster, and the vines are actually very articulated. Like, look at this, free range of motion. Wherever you see like a segment, it is a ball joint, and the mouths on the vines actually are open and closed, which is really nicely done. And these sections right here at the base can also move, which I thought was very cool. And yeah, articulation on this figure is very good, surprisingly, because Biollante design, you wouldn't think it would have a good articulation, but the articulation on this figure is so freaking great. Alright guys, before we go to size comparison, I want to show you guys Biollante's gimmick. So her core can light up 2 colors. So if I can turn off my light here, sorry that it's moving. My tripod has a ring light on it. And here we are. So there's a light switch at the bottom. And what's really cool about this figure is that it comes with batteries, which I thought was really, really nice. So the core can light up 2 colors. Yellow, which I think is a little, it could be better. But the red on this figure I thought was really, really nicely done. My only problem is that there's a little bit of bleed through like right here and like right here. But that's not really a major issue that I have with this figure. It's just a little gripe. But the gimmick is really, really cool, guys. Alright, guys, here we have Biollante next to 289s with the SH Monsterarts Kyoku Godzilla and the NECA 89. And these two right here do not scale well with each other, but this, even though they don't scale perfectly with each other, but if you pose up Biollante's head, you can get somewhat in scale, because Biollante in the movie was 120 meters and Godzilla in the movie was 80 meters, so Biollante should be a lot taller, but it's what we have, you know. And Monsterarts is coming out with a new 89. I will not be picking that up because I already have the NECA and the original 89, so I have no reason to pick that figure up. And just for the heck of it, guys, here we have Biollante next to one of my more recent figures, the NECA Kong. And if it depends on what size Kong is in the newest Godzilla vs. Kong movie, they could be in scale, but it's probably not in scale. And here we have Biollante next to some of the larger SH Monsters figures with the Monsterarts Shin Awakening version and the Destroya Special Color version. So, getting Destroya out of the way for a second, as you know, if I can just destroy it on the shelf, as you guys know, this is my favorite Monsterarts figure. However, it has just been dethroned by this guy, right? By Biollante. Why is a guy? It's a her. Biollante is a girl. And reason why is because Biollante is just much more impressive. I'm not knocking on this guy because this guy is freaking amazing, but this figure, in my opinion, is better. Even though she doesn't come with any accessories, in my opinion, she's my favorite SH Monsterarts. Alright, guys, to conclude this review, this figure is absolutely amazing. The articulation is pretty darn good. The paint job is pretty darn good as well. She is freaking huge. And in my opinion, the price that I paid for her, I believe she's worth it. And guys, at the time of this recording, get this figure now. I said this in the unboxing video. Get this figure now. If you're watching this video in 2021, well, late 2021, because it's New Year's Eve right now, or 2022, 2023, you're probably already too late, because this figure in the aftermarket, the price is going to skyrocket. So get this figure now while you can before the aftermarket kills you. So that's it for this review, guys. This will probably be my last video for a really long time, and unless Godzilla vs. Kong, there's a trailer that comes out for that, which is highly unlikely. But unless that happens, this is probably my last video for a really, really long time. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, ohmygodzilla1. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.